Video game movies adaptations are always a hit and miss, and most of the time it's a miss because these movies are not made by fans. They are made by people who don't know what the fuck they're doing. They saw what the game was briefly about and they decided to make a movie about it. The problem is it doesn't work at all. When you say inspired by and then you keep on making something that doesn't make any sense and doesn't have anything to do with the original story and the original world, it means that you just took something beautiful and great that people love and you took a huge dump on it. I don't even know if this pretty much sums up the Halo series. Maybe it does. The Halo TV series has 9 episodes. There's only one voice that you will be recognizing from the games. It is the voice of Cortana. Cortana is probably the best character in this whole series. The rest of it doesn't make any fucking sense. You know when you take something and you smash, like you take a story and you smash a generic bullshit on it. Well, this is what they did with Halo. The thing about the Chosen Ones, this shit has no place in Halo. This shit has no place in sci-fi video games and movies. Shit like this should be in Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, all the fantasy worlds. This is where you take fucking Chosen Ones. But when we talk about sci-fi, space battles, and stories that are happening in this sort of atmosphere, this world, there are no fucking Chosen Ones. There's only guns, there's only science, there's only space travel, that's all. Stop doing this bullshit in movies. What was the point of making the Quan character in this series? I'm not gonna take anything from the character itself. Her story arc might be good if it wasn't in a Halo series, because she's taking screen time from other characters, from other events that we would like to see. We want to see battles, we want to see Spartans, we want to see shit happening. We get none of this. All we get is people talking some more, then people talking some more, then people showing their ass, then people being naked for some reason, whatever. Then we see another part with people talking, then people making some analysis, whatever. Then we see briefly a small 30-second battle. Then we get some more talking. And for some reason we get Master Chief getting laid. What the fuck is going on in this series? I remember when I was talking with my friends about Master Chief and the reveal of his face, I said to my friends that if they decide to make the very last game featuring this character, they might make a trailer where you see a guy, like you see a soldier, and he is on the military base or somewhere, and you see him hearing like some sort of alarm, something warning him that the battle is coming. He needs to get ready for the battle. And you see that guy, you clearly see his face, you clearly see who he is. He's walking, he's not saying a single word. He's getting ready, he takes his jacket, then he puts on the armor. Slowly we start to understand that this guy is a Spartan. And at the very end he takes his helmet. Like he needs to be in some sort of a dark lighting so that we don't clearly see the color of his armor. And then he comes out into the light with his helmet. And we realize that this guy, this whole time in this trailer, this was Master Chief. That might have been a great way to reveal his face. Maybe. Some people will argue, but if you needed to show Master Chief's face, this might have been a great way to do so. But the way they did it in the movie, like in this series, that was kind of fucked up. First of all, when I was arguing with people about they needed to show his face because the story was implying his emotion, this is a new timeline, the silver timeline, there's a whole new Master Chief, we need to see his face in order to understand what he's going through, in order to understand his take on the events that are happening around him. Yes, but in The Mandalorian, the characters is also going through some fucking hard emotional phases, and you never see his face. Motherfucker, Mandalorian manages to show me more emotions without ever showing his face, more than the fucking Master Chief is doing it in this fucking series by showing his face every fucking episode. Like he puts his helmet on just for the intro, for the fucking intro opening scene. Then he instantly takes it off. What the fuck, man? Come on. When you're making a movie and you're building a character, I can give you a million ways that you could have used Master Chief without showing his face and still using the same storyline that you used. There are so many things that you may apply to the story, apply to your cinematography when you're shooting those scenes, using Master Chief's body language, using the way you are pointing the camera at him, the shots that you use, the shots that you choose, rather, to show him in order to give and pass those emotions to the viewer. But they didn't do that. They instantly showed his face. It wasn't even spectacular. Like they could have waited at least to episode 4, I don't know, maybe episode 5 to reveal his face. But they didn't do that either. We see Master Chief's face in the very first episode. Was it needed? No. Like I said, if you use your imagination, if you use your talent, if you use all the skills that you have while making a movie, you can still manage to let the character be emotional and show his reactions to everything that's surrounding him without showing his face. Go see The Mandalorian. Check this out, guys. You will understand what I'm talking about. Then again, some things are kind of cool in this series. After all, we cannot say that everything is bad. You have some first person. You see Master Chief in first person, just like in the video game. You have the same sound effects. You have the same sound effects for the guns, for his shield, when the shield is down and you need to wait for it to recharge. There was episode 6 or 7, I don't remember, with a huge fucking battle going on when all the Spartans are getting in this truck and Master Chief is driving the truck. This had me like, oh shit, that's cool, because I had first of all flashbacks from all the matches that I played with my friends in Halo, when we all get the same vibe when you get in the truck and you're driving and you're shooting. This is cool. The same thing goes to when Master Chief is all out war kicking ass. It's just kinda stupid that the true Master Chief reveals his face only at the very end of the series, and it's not even Master Chief, it's fucking Cortana. And what the fuck, man? Cortana is more Master Chief than Master Chief is Master Chief in this fucking series. If you're making an adaptation of a fucking video game, you better adapt the characters the way they are. If you're changing them, these are no longer the characters that we know. His fucking armor doesn't make him Master Chief. The way he acts, the way he speaks, the way he does the shit he does makes him Master Chief. Not the armor, not the fact that you call him. You can call my ass Master Chief. It doesn't mean that it's going to be Master Chief. Some plots are meaningless. The fact that they are hiding this Halo throughout the fucking series, like they are telling you that you won't get shit of the Halo in this fucking season. You're gonna have to wait for season 2. Am I even excited for season 2? I don't think so. Cortana is the best thing in this fucking series. Cortana is nicely done, even though they changed her appearance for some reason. Still, this doesn't bother me too much, but the rest of it falls flat. If you are a Halo fan, don't bother. If you are not a Halo fan, if I look at this series from a perspective of somebody who doesn't give a fuck about Halo, and I actually didn't really play all of the games, and I'm not too much invested in the story either, but still, even with the little of experience of the games that I have, I still find that this series doesn't give the game justice. So yeah, if you are a fan, you won't like it, probably. If you are not a fan of the games, and you are not a gamer at all, you might like the series, probably. This might be a somewhat mediocre sci-fi show, so you might like it for people who don't know nothing about this. But for us, who know what the fuck is going on, who know the story, who know the characters. Unfortunately, this is another miss. They tried, but didn't work. Should have played the game, man. Should have played the game. Should have invested some time. Should have taken people who know what the fuck is going on with this world. Should have taken real fans in order to give you advices about how to proceed in the making of this series. You didn't do that. We saw this many times. People just take fucking license for video games and they think that they can make a movie about it without even spending at least a dozen of hours playing the game to understand just a bit what the fuck is happening. This is what happened with Uncharted movie, which was fucking terrible, and I hate it. Those movies might be only good for the people who don't play the games, but for us, sorry, but no. So season 2, we're gonna see what will be happening there, but unfortunately not too excited about it. Anyway, fuck this, guys. In the future, we, the true fans, we will be making movies the way they should be made, but for now, it is what it is. Yeah, God of War, Horizon series are coming also. This will probably be a huge fucking mess. I don't even know if Horizon needs fucking series. This is a great game, and the game is a standalone story that doesn't need a fucking series of whatever to be made about. I don't want to see Aloy getting late, so fuck you guys. I'm wondering who's gonna fucking play Kratos. Let me know what you think about this series, about Halo. Let me know what you think about the upcoming TV shows based on video games. And fuck, keep on playing, guys.
Goodbye, John.